In the last 6 months, I've had 2 cats die from complications due to FIV. My bruiser cat, Loki, and the older cat, his brother, Shadow. And I never really knew anything about FIV, so I decided I'm going to do an FIV Chug challenge to raise awareness for FIV and in their memory. So, FIV is feline immunodeficiency virus. It's a lentivirus, which is in the same genus as HIV. Is more or less HIV for cats, to simplify the definition of it. I mean, I could go into all kind of crazy explanations, but nobody wants to really hear that. You could definitely find out more if you go online. And it's transmitted through their saliva when they bite into other cats, but it can't be transmitted to humans, fortunately. And it mainly affects male cats and most often outdoor cats, although the female cats can get it. And the theory about that is that male cats are always fighting. They're prone to fight more than female cats, and they're prone to bite more than female cats. So, mainly males do get it, and outdoor cats especially are prone to it. And unfortunately, once a cat's infected, it can be years where it's asymptomatic before the virus actually starts to show signs. And this whole time it's asymptomatic, it is destroying the cat's immune system, kind of like HIV does. And once it's really taken hold of a cat, the cat can be susceptible to opportunistic infections. And toward the end of their life, they just get real sickly, their organs fail, and it's a brutal experience watching a cat die from complications due to FIV. And one thing I noticed in both of my cats, unfortunately, was they both started having major dental problems, which apparently is a big symptom of FIV. And once they started having these dental symptoms, they went downhill real fast. So I adopted this cat, Loki, my little bruiser, from a rescue when he's probably a little too young to be away from his mother. And although at the time at the rescue he tested negative for FIV, something I didn't know is, even though they tested negative at that point, they could have already been infected with it because it takes about 8 weeks or so before it starts showing up on tests. So we thought he was clear, adopted him, and had him for almost 2.5 years before he started showing signs. And during those 2.5 years, the older cat we had, Shadow, very good to him. He would play with them. They would wrestle. You know how cats will fight. And unfortunately, Loki infected Shadow. So right before Christmas, right around Thanksgiving, we had to have a bunch of teeth removed on Loki, and that was when we found out he had FIV. And then he passed away right before Christmas. A couple months later, Shadow had to start having dental problems, and it wasn't long after that when he passed away, and he passed away this April. And I never really knew a lot about FIV. I've learned a whole lot since then, and I'm sure a lot of people out there don't know a lot about it. So I really want to do this to encourage everybody, especially cat owners, to read up about FIV. Make sure when you adopt your cat, have it tested for FIV before you adopt it, and get it tested again 8 to 10 weeks later, because the cat may have been infected before you adopt it, and the infection hadn't been there long enough for it to show up on tests, unfortunately. And also spay neuter your pets. So for this Chug challenge, I'm asking the YouTube community and everybody out there in general to please, if you can, if you have the spare funds, I know money's tight right now, to donate to the charity of your choice, a cat charity of your choice, or a local cat shelter, something like that. And if you're part of the BrewTube community or just feel like joining in, chug a beer for all the cats that have lost their lives to FIV. And I've donated to a charity. I specifically chose to donate to Every Cat Health Foundation. I'll link that down below. And Every Cat Health Foundation, they promote the health and welfare of all cats by developing or participating in projects aimed at improving the health and welfare of cats. Kind of sounds redundant. Including the funding of research and education. They put out a lot of grants and fund a lot of research for cat-specific ailments, issues, problems. Done a lot of research and done a lot of good with kidney failure in cats, finding out that I think it was taurine is one of the major causes of kidney failure in cats. So to my knowledge, they're a pretty good charity. And again, just donate to whatever charity you choose, as long as it's a cat-oriented charity. Really appreciate it. I'm doing this Chug challenge for FIV cats and for my former cats, Loki and Shadow. Hope you're all enjoying your life across the Rainbow Bridge. Hope everybody out there joins me in this challenge. Let's do it. Man, I didn't do that good on that challenge. Almost choked. But it was for a worthy cause. For both my cats and all the cats out there that are suffering or have passed due to FIV. Hope everybody out there participates in this. But if nothing more, just please donate to a charity that's cat-oriented or your local animal shelter. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it.